Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Sunny Ovi, and I am here to talk about any messages that want to come through. Lord, I low key went blank, y'all. Low key went blank, and now my cards is acting like they want to fall in the flow. So let me just go ahead with my intro. Keep in mind that these are generals. The things that I talk about may not resonate with you. It should be alright. And if you would like a personal reading, please go to www.thesunnyglow.com, or any other information about me may be in the description bar below. Disclaimer with my readings: I do talk fast, I do curse, and due to me reading for a lot of different energies, my readings can be pretty jumpy. So, alright, so let's just go ahead with it, y'all. I feel that 80% of you, 70 to 80% of you, you are feeling out of whack. You're feeling unmotivated, unsure, unorganized, and I'm also hearing the word undestined. I know that may not be a word, but there's this issue of direction. Maybe there's something that is like going left, something isn't going as planned. Something may throw a wrench on your plans. There may be some delays for some of you. But even if you are going through this time of mishap, burden, uncertainty, you must cheer up, buttercup. That's what I heard as well. So maybe for some of you, you need to have some buttercup flowers in your home, or you need to plant them outside your home, or if you see them, just touch them and meditate upon them. For some reason, the essence of the buttercup flower will be significant for you. Maybe for some of you, you're having issues with your solar plexus chakra. For some reason, the solar plexus chakra has been popping up a lot when I do read publicly or privately. For some reason, the solar plexus chakra pops up a lot. So maybe for some of you, you're having issues with karma. You're having issues with understanding your purpose, your destiny. Listening to your intuition, whether your intuition is becoming stronger, or you aren't listening to it. Maybe for some of you, there's issues with children, or connecting with your inner child, connecting with your inner peace. Maybe for some of you, there's issues with shallowness, ego, being a control freak. Or maybe you feel lack of energy, unmotivated, like I stated earlier. Or for some of you, you're having issues with your stomach, or the organs in the lower half of your stomach area. I'm also picking up that some of you, I keep picking up on the word drive. Like there's this issue with feeling unmotivated. But for the 20 to 30% of you, I am picking up that change is coming for you. It's like there's this shift is what I'm picking up on. Like, if you are in the 70 to 80 range, where like you feel unmotivated, you feel confused, and burdened some way somehow, it's like you can go over to the 20 to 30%, where you're realizing your blessings. You feel lively. You feel abundant. You're working out. You're getting your stuff done. You're promoting yourself is what I'm picking up on. All that good stuff. You can move over to the other side. Maybe for some of you, you're having an issue with like cliques, where you feel maybe you feel bullied, or you're witnessing someone getting bullied regardless of the age. Maybe for some of you, there's like issues with cliques at work, and even at school. Maybe for some of you, there's issue with like the mean girls or the mean boys. Yeah, so be mindful about all that weird shit. But let's see what's going on. I am going to pull some cards. I'm going to flip these over, and I'm also going to use some cards that I do not use at all like that. I used to use these years ago. This is the Life Purpose deck, but I'm still going to use it. But let's see what's going on. I low-key wanted to have the cards already laid out, but at the same time, like, I just wanted that element of surprise. But let's see what's going on. Oh, Lord. All right, so let's see. All right. So I am picking up that some of you, the same thing that I felt, I feel like I talk about this message often, where it's like there's change, wanting change. Some of you, you're so close to getting what you want that you can taste it. You know, maybe you're expanding yourself when it comes to your dreams. I feel like you're putting yourself in your future self. Hopefully that makes sense. I'm going to give an example of something that I did a couple days ago. There's this particular street or area where a lot of wealthy people live. And something was telling me to ride in that area in order for me to experience the vibration of what I want. And hopefully that makes sense. You know, so some of you, you may visit rich neighborhoods. You may go to a fancy restaurant. You may, splurge and buy yourself a very expensive piece of clothing, or you may invest into your business. You may look into different vendors. Whatever the case may be, I do feel like there's change, or there's a need for change, or your spirits is pushing you into a different realm of reality. I am picking up on growth for many of you during this time. I'm also picking up that words can be very fragile and sensitive as well. So be mindful of the things that you say to others, to yourself, and to your divine God and angels, because they are listening to you, okay? They're listening. And you don't want to say some things that you could regret, all right? I am picking up that this is going to be a lucky time for my artists, my makeup artists, photographers, songwriters, poets. A very good time for anything dealing with like creativity and expressing yourself. You are going to get the green light when it comes to, I heard, publishing a book. So that's really interesting. But you're going to get the green light when it comes to a particular adventure that you wanted to partake in. Okay. I am picking up that some of you need to turn the other cheek, love, when it comes to arguments, and once again, saying things that you may not mean. All right. um Really random for my Leos, or those who have strong Leo placement within your chart. I am picking up that your soul is seeking creativity. Okay, so going back to the solar plexus chakra, which is really interesting because the fire signs kind of rule that chakra. Um, so maybe for those who are Leos or have Leo placement, like you're searching for that fire, that passion. Um, Maybe for some of you, like you've been feeling sexy, you've been feeling seductive, or you want to feel this way. Maybe kind of random. You've been kind of horny. Maybe you've been masturbating a bit more. Maybe you've been having more sex. Maybe you've been craving attention. Maybe you've been wanting to feel wanted, or you want to feel loved. You want to feel desirable. Maybe for some of you, you've been dancing, you've been working out, maybe you've been shopping. Okay, once again, I feel like this is for those who are Leos or have a strong Leo placement. For others of you, once again, with the Leo placement, maybe you've been wanting to change your career. You want something that like you can express yourself, like you're being creative, maybe arts and crafts, art, some way somehow. Once again, expressing yourself, maybe songwriting, maybe you've been writing songs, um, maybe you've been like singing a bit more. I am picking up on this silly, playful energy as well. Okay. Um, I am picking up on the more that you allow for your soul to speak, the more luck you're going to obtain. So this is going back to the whole like 2080. Like for the 80% of you who are like down in the dumps, you're dealing with a lot. You feel claustrophobic, you feel cluttered, you feel unmotivated. You are dealing with an unspoken soul, and it's time for you to let your soul talk. It's time for you to let those creative juices flow, and be proud of them, and not shun them out anymore. um I just feel like, especially with the quarantine going on, but we don't really have much time, so it's like, like we have to take this time to take care of ourselves in every way, shape, or form. All right, but what's next? I had a feeling that I was going to see this card because I told myself, even like days ago, um, I kept picking up that I needed to use my life purpose cards, and for some reason, I knew this card was going to pop out. With that being said, for some of you, you may want to have a better control when it comes to your diet. All right, so maybe for some of you, you've been thinking about changing up your eating habits, or you're being forced to change your eating habits. Especially for my men, maybe for my women out there, but I keep picking up on like older men. There's this need for you to once again change your eating habits, eat more healthier. Okay. For those who have a strong Aries within their chart, or who are Aries, I am picking up that this will be very, very fragile for you when it comes to your diet during this time. I keep picking up on some of you, like you're starting a food truck, or you want to start a food truck, or you're creating your own recipes, or you're feeling creative when it comes to your culinary skills. Maybe you're thinking about going to culinary school. Maybe you, once again, like you're starting a food truck. I keep picking up on this food truck deal with those who are Aries or have a strong Aries within their chart. Okay, or maybe you're thinking about starting a cooking channel on YouTube, or you have your own cooking show, like on a network. So congratulations if that is happening. Or just maybe in general, like For some of you, you may have a big job where you're dealing with the food department of like schools. um maybe I don't know the title for it, but it's like maybe you are in charge of what students eat. So I heard that, and I'm not sure if the camera picked that up, but this is the second time I've heard that while recording. So that's really interesting. Hello. Do not harm me nor my family. um, but going back to what I was saying. Um, okay. For those who are Aries or just in general, maybe you need to be mindful of your lips. Maybe you're going like you have dry lips during this time. You want to get a new chapstick, or you are in the mood to kiss. You want to be kissed. You want your body to be kissed, or you want to kiss someone. I am picking up that some of you, maybe you are interested in learning French. um, for others of you, be careful of cold sores during this time, or catching disease of the mouth. Yeah, but going back to the whole nutrition thing, I do feel that there is a need to change. Excuse me, there is a need to change your diet or express yourself through your food. Maybe people are feeling, your love and your passion through your cooking. But once again, like someone needs to change their diet. And someone needs to change their diet. And I feel like the Mars placement, for some reason, um, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if Mars is in retrograde still or what the hell going on with Mars. I can't remember. But for some reason, I just feel like Mars is creating this attention for us to focus on like what we eat, how it's affecting our stomach, like we are what we eat type of deal. So yeah, moving on. Last but not least, some of you are just simply in the process of rebuilding yourself, and it's tough. It's tough because it's like when we think we got it all together, or we think everything is okay, we are in a rude awakening. We get knocked down. We are unhappy with the process, of what we've created or what we intended to create. And I just feel like right now we are aware of what we don't like and what we do like. And I feel like spirit is also like, okay, you are acknowledging what you like and what you don't like. Are you going to continue down this road of being unhappy? Are you going to continue down this road of settling, of making excuses for yourself and for other people? Like what do you want to gain? What do you want to manifest during this time? Um, I feel that a lot of you are soul searching, and that's okay. But at the same time, it's like, all right now, all right, come on, y'all, come on. We ain't got that much time. I mean, we do, but we don't. So, just be considerate of what you're taking your time in. Sometimes things do need time. Sometimes things can take years. But sometimes, honey, when it ain't meant to continue to rebuild and work on, it's just like, all right, next. But for those who have Virgo or strong Virgo placement within your chart, I do see where you really, really, really want to be a better person for yourself. And, like, you want to be big on family. You want to have family gatherings. You want to feel included with family. Maybe you're taking, your family out to eat, or you're having, big family meals, every Sunday or every Saturday, whatever the case may be. I just feel that some of you, like, you just really want to feel connected to your family, especially if you've kind of lost yourself, or, like, if you're in the process of rebuilding yourself back up. Really interesting. Right now, this is the time for us to focus on tangible goals and our foundation. And what we focus on now will be the highlight of December. Okay? So, in other words, we're planting seeds. And the process, or the results of our seeds, will come about in the month of November, December, January. Okay? So take this time seriously when it comes to growth, and understand your burdens too. It's okay to understand the bad, or like what's blocking us, what's hindering us, because it can also make us stronger, but it can also trap us. So you must understand what's limiting you and what's bettering you. All right. Once again, foundation is very important for us during this time. I do feel that some of you, business will be great very, very soon, but it's kind of like you're in the shadow period. Kind of like, like when Mercury goes retrograde, like we deal with the shadow period before we deal with the actual retrograde. I just feel that some of you, when it comes to business, you are in your shadow phase. And right now, with the shadow phase that you are in, you're understanding, like, the darker side of your intuition. You're understanding the subconscious. You're understanding the negatives that you've brought into, business, or into your career sector. you know so it's up to you, to fix that, and hopefully that makes sense. All right. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed this reading. Good luck with everything, and I shall see you next time. Take care. Bye.